Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. It takes a certain kind of dumbass to say some racist shit, take heat for it, come back the next day, and double down on said racist shit. See, at the very least, Stephen, just move on, bro. At the very least, just move on. But nope, Stephen A. Smith a few days ago came out and said, hey, you're not going to win in the WNBA with white players. I don't care how skilled they are. I don't care if they're Well, Dirk won. I don't care if they're Nikola Jokic. Well, Jokic won. I don't care if they're Larry. Larry Bird won. Okay. Three white players. You're not gonna win with three of your best players being white. Stephen A. Smith, his words verbatim. You're not gonna win if your three best players are white. That's what he said. The Boston Celtics already proved that. That's not true. Now, I know he said three white players, but if we really take a look at the Dallas Mavericks, 2011, you have Dirk Nowitzki, you have J.J. Barea shutting down LeBron James. Jason Kidd was still on that team. Peja was on that team. I know Shawn Marion was a better player and Tyson Chandler was a better player, but you guys are catching my drift. We have the USA Olympic team. What was it, 2004? The bronze medal team or the silver team? Didn't they lose to Argentina? Didn't they get spanked up by a couple? Stephen A. Smith double downs on his comment and gets absolutely wrecked. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Stephen A. Smith says he's not backing down one bit about the comments with the Lakers being too white to win in the NBA. What I said, and I'm going to reiterate this again, is when have we seen a team with three of its top white players who happen to be white deliver a championship? Can we talk basketball? Because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking basketball. And when you hear Stephen A. Smith's comment, you'll be asking yourself, where's the basketball take? You'll be asking yourself, when is the basketball take coming? Don't worry, folks. It's not. You're not losing it. The basketball take isn't coming. His basketball take is they're white. Therefore,
people want to get at me because of what I said, and there's this whole brouhaha going on because, racism and racist comes into play because I pointed out about the Lakers being led by three white dudes and how that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna win you a championship. When's the last time white dudes, three white dudes, a team led by three white dudes won a championship?
okay, so if we're using Stephen A's logic, even though it's happened before, but let's just play stupid for a second, even though it's happened before. So using Stephen A's logic, because it's never happened means it never will happen. Do you know how many examples in everyday life we can use that logic and say, wow, but it just happened. Wow, it happened anyway. Wow, I can't believe I said that. Oh, Stephen A.
And obviously there's a lot of people out there saying that I should not have said what I said, and they call it racist and all of this other stuff. I don't want to hear that. I'm not backing up one bit. This is about basketball. We're talking basketball. We know.
We're talking basketball. This is about basketball. Sorry for pausing again, but let's sit and wait for the basketball take, shall we?
That even in the sport of basketball, there have been great white players. There's the Larry Birds, there's the Kevin McHale's, there's the Steve Nashes of the world, the Dirk Nowitzki's, the Manu Ginobili's, the John Stockton's, all-time assist and steals leader in NBA history. Okay? We looking at Cooper Flagg right now, who's going to be a superstar in this league. Con Knipple in Charlotte. We've seen great white players throughout. What I said, and I'm going to reiterate this again, is when have we seen a team with three of its top players who happen to be white delivering a championship? Can we talk basketball? Because that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so in case you guys missed it, which you didn't, he brought absolutely zero basketball breakdown, zero basketball analysis into this conversation. He said white. I think he said white more times than he said basketball. I think he said white players more times than he said shooting percentage. I think he said white players more times than he said roster construction. Stephen A. Smith. The biggest issue with this, besides the fact that it's blatantly racist, is that this highlights the double standard that takes place in the media. Because again, if this was a white dude saying this about 3 hockey players, if this was a white dude saying this about 3 soccer players, if this was a white dude, 3 black hockey players, saying this about 3 black soccer players. If this was a white guy saying this about 3 black NFL quarterback, Stephen A. Smith would be throwing a fit and crying racism. Rules for thee, not for me. That's what the media has turned into. That's why on the thumbnail, woke ruined sports. Rules for thee, not for me. Can someone explain to me how this team lost to all white teams and embarrassed USA in the 2004 Olympics? Damn, this was cooked. This cooked. Doubling down on racism is a hell of a way to end your career. Clearly knows ball. Mikhail Bird, Danny Ainge with Robert Parrish and Dennis Johnson. We also had no history of a black person being president, and he had voted a black person in twice despite that history. Not a good choice here from Stephen A. to stay on this hill. Error in judgment. Doubling down is worse. Damn. Historically, they used to say that black players couldn't play quarterback. Were they talking about football? Because it feels like nonsense, just like what Stephen A. is saying here. The 1985-86 Boston Celtics. Gee, a lot of whites on that team. 2004 Olympic gold medalists team did well against all blacks. Yep. Talking basketball, but there's no basketball analysis beyond them being white. Of course, Screamin' A would double down on racist comments. This guy would have rejected Larry Bird from his team because he's white. That's how dumb Stephen A. is on this issue. Tribalism equals stupidity. Skin color equals talking basketball now. Yeah, exactly. People are just waiting for the basketball take, and it's not coming at all. Shout out to IDX Texas. Do these basketball white dudes come to mind, Stephen A. Smith? I can post the rosters and stats for you. It's not hard, and I do not make $20 million a year to do it. 84 Showtime Lakers, 4-3. 15th NBA title, Larry Bird earning Finals MVP after averaging 27.4 points and 14 rebounds. 86 Bulls, Eastern Conference Finals. Gave Jordan all he could handle. Beat them 3-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. 86 Finals Celtics. Went on to beat the Rockets 4-2. What about the 85 Finals? Lakers Celtics. Lakers 4-2. So the Celtics three-peat appearance in the finals and nearly three-peat wins with 3 white boys? Or is that the Mandela effect? Damn. Stephen A. Smith even called out Emmanuel Acho over his comments. I like Acho. I'm not offended. Everybody has a right to disagree. But what do you mean I'm quick to bring up racism? I pride myself on being fair. It's real easy to jump on groupthink and what's popular and what people are not going to push back on. Respectfully, brother, I think you're taking the easy way out with that one. You turn around and sign Austin Reeves. Not only that, you go out and get Walker Kessler. In the meantime, LeBron James walks out the building. Rui Hachimura walks out the building. Marcus Smart walks out the building. You can say it didn't need to be said, and I respectfully disagree. You could say it wasn't the right timing. I respectfully disagree. It was absolutely the right timing because it just happened in real time. So again, he's insinuating that LeBron walked out because of the white boys. He saw the white boys, and LeBron said, oh, I can't win with these white boys, and I'm out of here. Interesting. Emmanuel Acho fires back. Shout out to Behind the Line. This is the woke turning on the woke.
If you wanted to talk basketball, you should have just talked basketball.
Yep.
Stephen A., he put me on. It's all love. It's all respect. With that being said, you were all the way wrong. Stephen A., if you wanted to talk basketball, then you should have talked basketball. You should have talked about the fact that Luka Doncic is too slow-footed. You should have talked about the fact that Austin Reeves does not have the necessary or requisite athleticism to sustain defensively during the course of the playoffs. You should have talked about the fact that Walker Kessler, he's also too heavy-footed to be a legitimate defensive threat after Luka Doncic gets beat, because Luka Doncic will indeed get beat. You could have talked about the fact that Austin Reeves does not have the athleticism to go up against the Ant-Man, does not have the athleticism to go up against the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, does not have the athleticism to go up against these perimeter guards. You could have talked about that, but what you did was draw a false equivalency. What you did was try to take something that may be coincidence and try to root cause it of a correlation. That is the mistake that you, Stephen A, made. Again, you my OG. It's nothing but respect. This is not meant to diminish you. This is meant to diminish the thought process behind your take.
This is meant to diminish you. This is just to diminish the way that you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Stephen A. Smith doubling down. Not surprised. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.